What is up, Whiskey Heads? Whiskey Wednesday night. What is going on, guys? Thanks for stopping in here at the MASHNDRUM Whiskey Room on a perfect Whiskey Wednesday night. Hope everyone's having a good time. Hope everyone's ready to hang out tonight and drink some great whiskey. We have an amazing bottled and blonde lineup coming up. Did I say bottled and blonde? Am I thinking about blondes? I hope not. But thanks for coming in, guys. It's going to be a really fun show. Got a lot of news to talk about. Got a couple of announcements. Got some great giveaways, including this bottle of Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye. So this just came into Ohio today. I grabbed the bottle. Since I have one already, I'm going to give one of you guys a chance to win this very bottle tonight here on the MASHNDRUM. If you want a chance to win, just drop in a super chat, and it could be any amount. I don't care. No minimums. You could do 99 cents, and you will be entered to win this bottle. So good luck to you all tonight if you're thinking about trying to get the Rare Breed Rye. And with that, I'm going to start saying hi to some people in the chat. We had a very early crowd tonight. Andrew Buchanan and Ryan Tarpey were here very early. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out, coming in. Of course, we had Trev Wilson, The Wrench, the pregame squad. Doing a great job, man. Let's see here. James Taylor's in the house. What's up, man? I believe it's James Taylor's birthday. So cheers to you, James Taylor. Happy birthday, buddy. Oh, we got Monroe Doctrine just donated $14.99 through the super chat. Oh, thank you, Monroe Doctrine. I really appreciate that. Good friend of mine on Instagram. Always chatting with him. He's finding some good bottles out in Cali. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Anybody in the chat, if you guys can help me keep track of the names I know Trev Wilson, my wrench, if you can help keep track of maybe some of the names in the super chats for the giveaway later, be much appreciated. Let's see. Then after that, we had Wheels came in. Nice to see you, Brandon. Stuart Katz. Let's see. One Lost Cause. Aaron Reffitt's in the house. How you doing, man? Tim Evans, of course. Nice to see you, too. DMCKY. What is up, man? Karen B. Ford. Always nice to see you. Tim Gorgeous, as I like to call him. Tim Gorgeous is here. Daniel Kerber, what's up? Barn Doors in the house. He says, I'm drinking a Russell's Reserve and smoking a Brevis Royal Madaro in my swing. Oh, that's a hell of a night right there, man. Varying Viewpoints in the house. What is up? Let's see. Who else is here? ADHD Whiskey. You beautiful, beautiful man. How you doing, Matt? Chris Buzalencia is in the house. What is up, Donald Rance, my buddy up in Canada. How you doing, man? Hope everything is going well for you. Wesley Zeller's in the house. Mike Meyer, thanks for coming in. Honest Charlie, fellow Ohioan. Let's see. Oh, Cohen is here. Oh, we just got another super chat from Douglas Papa. How you doing, Douglas? Thank you so much, man. $10. Really appreciate that. Let's see here. Rarebird 101. Rebecca Page. Of course, Rarebird's going to be tuning in for this one. He wants to see how the Wild Turkey does tonight. Joe Edwards just did a 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, man. You are entered. Alex Scavo. And let's see. Scott from My Bourbon Journey. Jim Muller. A bunch of people coming in. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really appreciate it. ADHD says, I'm freaking fantastic. I mentioned it last night I was on the live stream there with Scott on My Bourbon Journey. Hey, we just had Andy Gray came in with a $5 super chat. He says getting in on that Rare Breed raffle. Hell yeah, man. And his Wild Turkey bottled and bond review was amazing. So go check out ADHD's whiskey. He sings the Psycho song in it, and I think I watched that over, I don't know, at least 6 or 7 times. Freaking cracked me up. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Hey, Richie Z's in the house. Steve A. What is up, man? We have Kevin Clausen with a $20 super chat. Says, love the channel and your insight, the bourbon world. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. And then we have Alex Scava. I missed AJ Lopez. Jason C. It's been a while. How the F you doing? I'm doing good, AJ. Nice to see you, man. I've missed you in the chat room. I've probably been busy. Alex Scavo says, let's go. He's ready. All right. So What we're going to do tonight, real quick, let's just jump into the whiskey here. I don't know if he's in the chat, but I do. Holy crap, I got more super chats coming in. Daniel Autry, nice picture, man. Let's get cracking. Christian P, can't stick around the entire time. I wanted to give a huge thank you for the Master Key Bottle and Bond review. Loving that bottle, insanely great. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Glad you got one. And Drew Jahan says, happy to be here. Give me some of that bird. Keep putting out great content. I will be surely keep trying to do that. ADHD says, oh, thanks, dude. I realized the perfect amount of tipsy to really maximize my cringiness. Yes, it's all about the cringiness, man. Thank you so much. Tom R says, for another bottle of JTS Brown Bottled and Bond. Love that juice. Oh, thanks, Tom. And DMC Kentucky with a super chat. You guys are all in for the Rare Breed Rye. You guys doing very generous tonight. Thank you so much. You guys are all entered in. Joseph Brazo's in the house. What's up, Brazzers? Hey, we got Cap and Make It Happen. It says, now that I've entered this, should cause more entries to keep me from it. You're welcome. That's right, John Picard, Cap and Make It Happen out in Texas. He's usually pretty damn lucky when it comes to these bottles. So should be pretty funny if he actually ends up winning again. Will Henderson, when is Rare Breed Rye coming to Georgia? I guess I have to win it. I don't know, man. Georgia usually gets stuff pretty early, so it's surprising you guys haven't had it yet. I talk to my cousin a lot, and she lives in Georgia, and I have her, seek out whiskey for me, and they get a lot of stuff real early. They got Elijah Craig Rye, the new Elijah Craig Rye. They got that really early, so I was surprised. But let me check my messages here. I want to make sure I have the right. Let's see here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Early time. Everyone's been asking me about early times this whole week. Everyone was, hey Jay, how many bottles of early time did you get? Did you get more? Are you stocking up? I did buy a few bottles, which is pretty cool. I didn't get a ton, but I do want to show you guys a couple cool things. Well, let me drink some whiskey first. So I have here an old bottle, a sample of Knob Creek 9 year. So this was the discontinued one before 2016. And then it came back with now the age statement is back. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to do a comparison between the two. Rebecca Page, hey, when is the new Dickel 11-year Bottle and Bond coming out, or is it out already? We're going to be talking about that. I have the new segment that's in there. So I'm going to go in and try the Knob Creek first. So I want to say cheers to you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Whiskey Wednesday. My bourbon journey. Can you get me some early times? Hey, Jerry Black says, love the MGP review, sipping on Remus Repeal Reserve. Oh my God, that stuff is so good. I love that Remus Repeal Reserve. We're going to be talking about the new one coming out, the Remus Repeal Reserve number 4, which will be coming out soon. So this sample, this large-ass sample, came courtesy of Donner Pass Whiskey. So if he's in the chat, I don't know if I saw him yet, but I want to say thank you to him for sending it to do the comparison. Wow, the old one before the original 9 year, I'm getting more oak on it than this one in particular. This one's sweeter, but this one I'm getting a little bit more balance of oak on the old one. It's kind of nice. Definitely a difference here between the old 9 label and the new 9 label. I love doing these old comparisons. Yeah, the new 9-year has more of like a corn, caramel, sweet corn. Definitely some spice. You get that peanut characteristic. The old 9-year age statement is a little bit more oaky, a little bit more of a roasted peanut characteristic, more towards a Booker's profile. Very interesting comparison, trying those two together. Hey, what's up, Hank Butts? Love that name, man. Hey, SoCal Drum Tram is in the house. What is up, man? Let's see. Andrew Buchanan with a super chat says, "I'd love me some Rise." Also, Mark Bond. So he did a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Hey, Jason, waiting for that rare breed rye in Georgia too. Just got the ECB 520. Oh, dude. Don't worry, that ECB 520 is going to last you a good while till that rare breed comes in because it's so damn freaking good. Hey, Michael Baker just came in with a super chat. He says, "New guy that needs some rare breed." Great content, by the way. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Cheers for coming in tonight. Appreciate it. I love all the new viewers coming in. Definitely make sure you hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Spread the word. Have some fun, guys. We have Nick AG just came in with a 99-cent super chat. "You are in it to win it." "I whiskey she wines." Bitches, what's up? Is that you, Sam? Are you drinking a box of wine right now? I miss you guys. I hope, I really hope that Bobby's doing okay. Everything's getting a little bit back to normal for him, but definitely can't wait to see you guys back on the YouTube, on the Whiskey Tube. Please, miss you guys. The old 9 is just better balanced than the new 9. And that was a neck pour too, he said. That was a neck pour, which is interesting. Let's blend them. So we have one glass to deal with here. Let's see. Thanks for the shout out, Jason. Hey, no problem, man. Thrasher, is that a Trout Unlimited decanter? I see in the background, very sporting you, Jason. Keep rocking the reviews. Thank you so much. Yes, I wanted to show you guys this. So I got 2 decanters over the weekend. This came courtesy of my girlfriend's stepmom. Had these 2 Jim Beam decanters hanging around in really, really good condition. There's still bourbon in here. Hey, Monroe Doctrine with a $1.98 super chat. He says, "Getting 2 smoke wagon picks. I'll try to get you one." Dude, I appreciate that. Keep me posted. William Bramstedt, Rye Turkey Ticket. You are in, William. Thank you, man. So this is Jim Beam decanter. Oh, I got the trout too close to the camera here. So check that out, guys. Look, he swims and everything. It's 100 months old. It's 80 proof. And it actually doesn't smell too bad. I was smelling it the other day. Little twist top. Yeah, I mean, it smells funky. But I'm not going to drink it because I have to filter it or decant it first, I think. So this just says Rainbow Trout on it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, 100 months old. Which is what, about 8 years? About 8 years. And then I got this cool one. Whoa! Uh-oh. That was David's book that went down. This is the duck one. Hey, Holla Taylor. Just missed your super chat. Thanks so much for coming in. For my Studley birthday man and his chance to win a rye. He already has me. Oh, must be the wife of James Taylor. That's awesome. Well, he's in. Now you got 2 shots to win there. Yeah, it's all filled. Yeah, ADHD, filled to the gills. Exactly. Then we got this one. It's from Ducks Unlimited, which is pretty cool. Ducks Unlimited is apparently a North American waterfowl conservation organization. And this was their 40th anniversary unlimited decanter that was made just for them. Again, this is also, I don't think I've opened this one yet. This one's still sealed. This one has never been opened. So, Sunday evening scotch, what's up? How you doing, Mike? Cheers, Jason. Got to get in for the rare breed rye. Good luck, man. So yeah, really cool decanters. Really, I mean, if you look at there's no chips in them. Pristine shape. So I was really excited to get these and kind of add it. I'm going to make a shelf just for these and maybe get a couple more. But yeah, definitely love that one. Let me grab the book. Yeah, guys, just a quick reminder, if you haven't yet, American Spirit, the new book from Rarebird 101, David Jennings, has hit the market. I've already gotten about a quarter of the way through it, and it's just freaking amazing. So grab a copy if you can. It's available, trying to remember, I think through wildturkeybook.com. I think that's the name of it. Rarebird, if you're in the chat, please remind everyone where they can get one. I'm going to keep that there. Definitely having a good time with it. Trev Wilson, I'm keeping track of the names, by the way. I don't think I confirmed earlier when you... Oh, thanks, Trev. I appreciate that, man. All right, so let me grab this glass right here. Brothers of the Dram, hey, Jason, how did you come across those cool decanters? My girlfriend's stepmom happened just to have them. I don't know... She said she knew a guy that had some, and voila, she found out what a big whiskey fan I am, and she was kind enough to, part with these for me, because I really want, the trout one is the one that I've seen a lot in photos, and I just kind of, I don't know, I just always kind of wanted that one, kind of cool. I love to go fishing. And then the duck one I just thought was kind of a cool bonus, so especially with the shape it's in, really cool stuff. So let's see here. Keith Schmidt. My grandfather collected all the Wild Turkey decanters. Oh yeah, I would love a Wild Turkey decanter too. That'd be pretty cool to find one of those. Okay, so let's go to the whiskey news. Got a few cool stories that came in, guys, and plus I have kind of a cool announcement to go along with it. So stay tuned real quick. But first, let's go to the news. So first, we're going to talk about something that was brought up earlier in the chat by Rebecca Page, and that is the George Dickel Bottle and Bond Tennessee Whiskey 11 year. So this is the second one from Nicole Austin since she took over as master distiller. Hey, we just got a super chat from Doug Krisoff. A dusty trout would be fun to try. Thank you so much, Doug. Appreciate that. You are in for the drawing. The whiskeys used to blend the spotting were distilled at Cascade Hollow in the fall of 2008, and this is now 11 years old. It's bottled at 100 proof. It's bottled in bond, and it's got a mash bill, 84% corn, 8% rye, and 8% malted barley. It's available in select markets this month. So this is this month with an MSRP of $40. So I thought that was interesting because the 13 year that came out last year was $35, and it looks like they've upped the price $5 for a 2-year younger whiskey. I mean, I know it was $40 in some markets, but it depended where you are. But the MSRP listed for that 13 year was $35, and everyone thought that was pretty much a steal. So now it drops 2 years and goes up $5. What are you going to do? It's still a good price for an 11 year, but that's if you like, George Dickel. George Dickel, I don't know. I have kind of I don't want to say love-hate relationship with it. I like it, but I have to really, really, really sincerely be in the mood for it. And it seems like that happens when I have good blends that use George Dickel juice in it. That sounds weird. I shouldn't say that. Here we go. AJ Lopez. Shout out to Trev, the Wrench Wilson himself, the ever faithful Whiskey Tuber chat mod. Yes. Appreciate that, AJ. Thanks for coming in tonight. Nick Foles says, oh, that stuff's in Florida already. Okay, there you go. Mr. Fiji Ouija, what is up? Guy in front of me got the last rare breed rye this morning. Here's my chance. Also from Columbus, or should I say Flavortown. Oh, my God. Let me talk about that. So I don't know if you guys have heard this, but Columbus, there's a petition started here in Columbus, Ohio, to change the city name of Columbus to Flavortown. All because Guy Fieri, the crazy dude on the Food Network, lived here for about a minute. So, I don't know. If that happens, I might move. I don't want to be in Flavortown. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's some other names that are in the running. I don't know why all of a sudden they want to change the name of Columbus. Whatever. It's kind of funny, but I mean, Flavortown for the name of a city, just because this dude goes on TV and he eats food and talks about how awesome it is. I mean, I don't think so. All right, guys. Next news story here. The one I was talking about, Remus repeal, number 4. So this is the 4th straight blended bourbon release by MGP. Each year the distillery changes the exact recipe. So for Series 4, the straight bourbons used were 2 high rye mash bills distilled in 2008. So one is a 21% rye, and the second one is a 23% of the blend with a mash bill including a 36% rye. This is coming out in September. Full distribution expended by December 5th to coincide with the anniversary of the repeal of Prohibition. MSRP $85. So if you guys are tired of trying to get MGP, oh, we got SoCal Dram, $5 in the super chat. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. He says, finally found the Dickel Bottle and Bond a few weeks ago. Was happier to find the Wild Turkey Bottle and Bond. No. Yeah. I think you won out on that deal, SoCal Dram Tram. Javier Rios comes in with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Ryan Tarby says, I like Flavortown. So, Emily Chambers. Hello, I didn't say hi to you. So, if you guys are kind of tired of chasing around Remus, or chasing around MGP, I should say, and some of the picks that are on the secondary market with MGP lately is insane. I mean, stuff's going for $200, $250. Thanks again, Javier. And then you got about 10, 11, 12-year-old MGP Remus high rye bourbon sitting on the shelf for $85. And no one's really paying attention to it. So that's why I wanted to do the review today. Scott from My Bourbon Journey also reviewed the 8 and Sand, which is the MGP blended whiskey bourbon, kind of their budget lineup. And also, today I also reviewed the George Remus bourbon, 94 proof, non-chill filtered, high rye. This stuff, it's an absolute killer of a bottle. I mean, $35, $40. You know, there's a lot of good high rye bourbons on the market. That one is, and especially a high rye one, and it's a really good value too. Let me have another sip of this. Yeah, that's the other thing. Good point, Karen. All the Remus batches are all different in some sort of way. Number 4 was an absolute cherry bomb. I said in the review, it's like apple dipped in like cherry and caramel sauce. A little bit of like a cherry cola type note to it. So if you like that cherry cola note that you get sometimes in Stag Juniors, even some of the Eagle Rare picks, you'll get some of that cherry cola flavor. You could get in that Remus. It's that intense. Really good stuff. Let's go to the next news story here, which is Basil Hayden 10-year rye. Now, I think this has already hit the market, but I haven't seen any yet. I don't know if any of you guys have. Again, limited edition Kentucky Straight Rye released from Jim Beam. So they already had the 10-year rye. Then they had the dark rye, which was the port. Then they had the Caribbean Reserve, which is the rum. Now this will be given the first time we're getting a Basil Hayden rye with an age statement. Again, though, it's bottled at 80 proof. Available this month. MSRP of $70. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $70 for 80 proof rye. I can get this for $60, and it's way better. I'm sure. I've never had the Basil Hayden rye, but an $80, I've just, an 80 proof for that high. No thanks. I'll even get Pikesville for $50, which is older, 110 proof, and one of my favorite on-the-shelf rye whiskeys on the market. Hey, Tom Wizard's in the house. What is up? Great content. Love your reviews. Learn tons. Thanks, Tom. One of my buddies here in Columbus as well. Soon to be Flavortown. God, I hope not. SM, oops, has the Master's Keep Bottle and Bond 17-year made it to Ohio yet? No, but it's listed in the system. I would expect in the next couple weeks, if we're starting to get the Rare Breed rye now, I would think that we're going to see the Master's Keep soon. So hopefully soon. HBK Styles comes in watching from Peoria, Illinois. Cheers. What is up? How you doing, Illinois? Thanks for coming in, HBK. All right, so next up we have kind of a smattering of labels, but this is the one that one in the top left is the one I'm super excited about. And I'll tell you why. That is the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye. So the Tennessee brand has bottled a single barrel rye and a single barrel proof Tennessee whiskey before. But this Tennessee rye whiskey is the first single barrel proof released by the brand. So not much to go on just yet about this. It's going to, of course, use the Lincoln County process. Each bottle will have the barrel number, bottling date, and barrel house listed. Don't know what the price will be, but they did a special release of their barrel proof rye in their taster series, and it was unreal. So the fact they're doing a barrel proof rye version, I cannot wait for that. I'm going to be all over that one when it comes out. So hopefully we'll find out more info as the time goes on. Want to say a quick shout out to James E. Says, I need a turkey raffle suite. You got it, man. AJ Lopez says, no one should sleep on the Pikesville. Definitely. Then we have Knob Creek 12. So the Knob Creek 12, the one that's different than this one, than this year's earlier version. This one is cask strength. So this will be bottled after dumping the barrels without adding water to it to bring the proof down. 12-year-old limited edition release with proof expected to be around 117. Monkey 47 Distiller's Cut is another one, which is a gin. Added botanical or ingredient. This year's version uses Mizunara oak as that ingredient. So a Mizunara aged gin. Then we have the Glenlivet 12 Illicit Still, which is, let's see, according to the label, the bottle was inspired by Founder's Original and illegally distilled. Glenlivet whiskey, it's bottled without chill filtration, and this one comes in at 48% ABV. And then you have the Balvenie 50 Year Marriage 0614. This is the third release in the Marriage series, each one blended with whiskeys chosen by malt master David Stewart. It's made from a selection of 7 different casks, each aged 50 years and bottled at 46% ABV. I'm sure that one is going to cost a pretty penny, but I mean, if you got the money. Andrew Buchanan, $4.99 says, holy moly, I need that Jack Daniel's barrel proof. Hell yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm lining up to get that. Brian Brennicky says, I could get behind Flavatown if you elect Flava Flav mayor. Well played, Brian. Well played. I like that. ADHD, dude, JDBP Rye, that was our wish. They must have heard us begging. Totally. I was thinking that, man. I was like, I know we were talking about, Michael Klein was talking about it. I mean, we're like, they have to bring that out. And here it comes. They listened. See, they're listening. They hear us. Brothers of the Dram says, JD special release rye. Yes. Yeah, man. I'm excited. No like Jason. I legitimately read Monkey 47 as a new bottle from Monkey Shoulder. Oh. Yeah, no, it's a gin, buddy. It's a gin. Let's see. Nick Foles, the back of M10 bottles say further mellowed by signature filtration. What do you think that means? Are you talking about Michter's 10? I mean, that could just be an extra filtration method they use. I don't know. One of those weird marketing things. Hey, D8 Silves in the house. Anyone loan me $1,000 for the Balvenie 50 year? Tom R says, get a GoFundMe started for you to get the 50-year Balvenie bottle. Yeah, I wish. All right, and lastly, the last story of the night, I posted this on both my Patreon and in Facebook, and that is the new Old Forester birthday bourbon has been announced. This one, so this will be bottled at 98 proof, made up of 95 barrels, aged 10 years, and was barreled on June 5th, 2010. And that was during the week that I got to interview Jackie Zykin. She said they were being barreled right then. After showing exceptionally unique character during a tasting panel, the 10-year-old barrels were chosen specifically for this year's birthday bourbon. Just like usual, this will be released. Suggested retail price $130 at the distillery. on September, let's see, September 2nd in celebration of founder George Garvin Brown's birthday like usual. So now I can, and then oh wait, Zeb Taylor, excited for the JDBP Rye and Knob 12 cast. Me too, man. I'm down for that Knob Creek cast strength. Now I can or cannot confirm, and this is kind of an announcement, I can or cannot confirm that Jackie or Campbell Brown might be back on the show to taste through the new Old Forester birthday bourbon. Cannot confirm or cannot deny that specific statement. It's floating around. It's up in the air. It could happen, but I'm working on it. So if that happens, it'll be unbelievable. But yeah, getting to taste the birthday bourbon with either one of those twos, that'd be pretty legit. So get excited for that. More details to come, guys. Let's see. Yes, coming soon to store owners on the secondary soon. Exactly. And that's unfortunately what happens with most of the birthday bourbons. They end up at a store. You know what? I give respect to stores that will hold a bottle for their best customers. Like if there's customers that they have that get bottles and their best customers throughout the years get a chance to buy it, I can respect that. But the store owners that take any allocation they get, throw them on secondary for triple the price. I mean, it's a practice that's been going on for the last few years, guys. So there's no changing it. They're going to make a premium on it because idiots like us, I'm not saying all of us, but a lot of us will go on secondary and buy it at that extreme price just because they need to have it. The interesting thing about this new birthday bourbon, though, so we had a 12-year in 2018. Last year was an 11-year, and now we're going to a 10-year. And now we're going below 100 proof. So, Steve A., the phrases I can neither confirm or deny. What did I say? Joseph Brazo, Dan Trout is going to have to sample that Trout decanter. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the secondary on the decanter. I'm sorry, the secondary on the E.H. Taylor 18-year. Yeah, it's already up and upwards of $1,800. I saw it go for an auction for 20-something hundred. I mean, insane things are happening on the secondary. I can't even, it blows my mind. Patrick Fulmer's in the house, says, good evening all, rare breed in my glass, perfect. Tom R. says, Benny's does that for me, and it keeps me coming back and only buying from them. Yeah, that's how you build a relationship with stores. People ask me all the time, how do you get the bottles? How do you get good bottles? You got to build relationships with stores. Now, it's hard here in Ohio because it's a state-controlled liquor agency, so you try to make do with, you know, the guys that work at the stores that you're familiar with that you can deal with and maybe will help you tell you when stuff's coming in. But when it comes to putting stuff aside, because it's a state liquor agency, a lot of them don't do that. I mean, there might be some that do, but I'm fortunate enough to know some really cool guys in Ohio that definitely will let me know when bottles are coming in. So I definitely try to get there if there's something I'm particularly looking for. But like my stores in New York that I deal with, I go to them all the time. They alert me as soon as something cool comes in. They give me a chance to buy it, and I go grab it. So building those relationships with store owners, going to the same store, building that rapport can definitely help in getting some allocated bottles. It's really, in this day and age, one of the only ways to get really good bottles, aside from sheer dumb luck walking into a store and seeing a George T. Stagg on the shelf for retail. You know, it's just a lot of that stuff doesn't happen, but it sometimes does. Jason Lepp says, need to try that turkey. He's in. Matt Schwartz says, good talk, thanks. Met a guy with a Tornado EHT bottle. Man, oh, you did? Wow, okay. I got a chance to try a 1 ounce sample of that stuff, and it's not worth $88,000 or whatever people are charging for it. It was just a good Taylor. I mean, it's not, you're paying for the rarity, not the taste, mostly. These guys just want to say that they have it, rather than just say that they, you know, that they're going to drink it. Most of those guys never drink it. They just hold on to it. William Edwards, hey, great stream. Really dig the whiskey news. Awesome. Cohen says, I've seen a bunch of Bookers at over 120 recently, and I got one yesterday for 60 at a grocery store. It is insane trying to figure out places' prices. Yeah, that's another thing. Price consistency, well, for a better term, inconsistency can be tough. Luckily, when you're in a state-controlled liquor agency here in Ohio, you know, prices across the state are consistent, so you never have to worry. All you have to worry is if they have it yet. Hank Butts with a $4.99 super chat says, just because. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Brett Marquette says, I found a blow. Yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. Tag me. What have been your kind of walking into a store, holy shit moments? Look what they have. I bought it. What was kind of like those amazing moments for you guys? I always like to hear those. Like, what were those times where you walked in some random store and they had something unreal on the shelf that you were able to get? So let me know in the chat. All right, so what's next, guys? Let's go into the blind tasting. I am psyched. So let's meet the contenders real quick. Daniel Kerber says, love the stream with Jackie. Looking forward to it. Me too, man. I hope it happens. It's going to be pretty amazing. So the contenders tonight in this Bottled and Bond showdown here. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. Let me move this over here. Not much left in that one. I really enjoyed this bottle. Let me shift it over here since it's clear pretty much. And then Colonel Taylor Single Barrel. So what we have here is Wild Turkey 17-year versus Old Fitz 15-year versus Colonel Taylor Single Barrel Bottled and Bond versus George Remus Volstead 14-year Bottled and Bond. So these four are all in the running tonight to see which one comes out on top. Now, I was a huge fan of the Wild Turkey Bottled and Bond. I haven't tried it next to anything, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to test it. The Old Fitz 15 has probably been my favorite release in the Old Fitz series, so I was really curious to see how it went up against that. And also stick around later, guys. We will be playing another round of Guess the Bottle to play some Let's Make a Whiskey Deal. I'll be able to do one giveaway tonight with some cool prizes built into that, so stay tuned for that. So those of you who aren't super chatting, you do have a chance to win something else pretty cool later on, so stay tuned for that. All right, so let me go back and check out your comments here. Mark Royland says, get Jackie back for sure. She's awesome. She totally is awesome. All right, let's see here. Jason Coates, Nika 21 just sitting on the shelf was pretty sweet. Wow. Nika 21. Jeff Huck says 1792 12-year. Any Stack Jr. True. Ryan Tarpey says Elijah Craig 18. Oh, that's a good pickup. One Lost Cause says I found a Stag Jr. batch 13 misshelved with Screwball. That is sick. That's just like grab the Stag and just run to the register. That's crazy. Let's see. Christian P says, for me, I walked into a local grocery store and the manager asked me if I wanted a bottle of Weller 12 for $30. Wow. Okay. Christian P, that's pretty... I don't know, the Nika 21 and that Weller 12, that's... Well, the Stag Jr. being mixed with Batch 13, that's pretty amazing. James Taylor says Old Forester 1910 is good too. Yeah. Cohen says, Ohio consistently sucks because of selection being so limited. I don't know. Ohio has its good and bad. I think they try and they've done a much better job since I moved here of getting better stuff in, getting more store picks in. The prices are always good. But it's, because it's a little bit, we just get everything a little bit later than everyone else does. But we do get things really early too. So you can't complain. Like, we get Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Larceny Barrel Proof way before anyone else does. Or at least for the majority of anyone else does. So I can't complain about that. Other stuff, yeah, we will get later on. But, I mean, if I could consistently get Elijah Craig Barrel Proof early on here in Ohio, that's good for me. That's a 12-year-old bourbon for $65 here. Barrel Proof. SoCal Dram Trim says, this Wild Turkey Bottled and Bond is damn. I guess he's trying it. Nick Foles, 2 Rock Hill Farms, $45 a piece. Wow. I've never seen Rock Hill Farms on the shelf. Never. Not once. Not even in like specialty stores where everything's marked up. Never seen it. Tom R. McAllen Edition 1 for $90 a couple years ago. Holy shit. That thing's valuation is crazy right now. Joe Edwards, Michter's 10. Anthony's Gross has a Blanton's, one left in St. Pete's Beach at Walgreens. Floored me. Wow, well, Blanton's in Florida, really never see those too much. At least I haven't. Andrew Buchanan says, I walked into my local store and found Stag Junior Batch 13 and Blood Oath Pack 6 for retail. Nice. Guns 816, impossible here in Virginia. We have to wait about 30 at local ABC stores before line starts. Wow. Yeah, I heard Virginia's tough. So is Pennsylvania. Jason Coe says that Volstead has fought the good fight. Yeah, I put a hurting on it. Let's see. Elmer T. Lee, Blanton's. Trev Wilson found Stag Junior Batch 13 on the shelf, but it was placed on the bottom shelf next to Old Crow and Benchmark. What the hell? That makes you think if someone like wanted to buy it and then they looked at it and they weren't sure, so instead of putting it back, they just threw it on the bottom shelf. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff happens. Sunday Evening Scotch, a discontinued Balvenie 15 single barrel ex-bourbon in Cincy. Price the same as Doublewood. Also 2 bottles of Hibiki 17 at retail. I love Hibiki 17. Would love to get a bottle of that at some point. Mr. Bill says, High West Midwinter's Night's Dram on the shelf here in Ohio. On the shelf? Never seen that make it to the shelf. That usually sells out immediately here. Cohen says all the Japanese stuff here in LA sits on shelves because it's crazy pricey. Yeah, when I went to San Diego, they had a ton of the really rare Japanese stuff, but it was all just insane prices. So, all right, let's get this blind tasting going, guys. So let me mix all these up here. So do you guys want me to throw in a 5th dram in here? What do you think? The problem is I don't have a lot of ultra-aged bottle and bond bourbons. The only other ones I have are the, I have an Old Fitz 13 and the Old Fitz 9. I also have the new 6-year Wilderness Trail bottle and bond I could throw in the mix if you want. You guys just say in the chat yes or no if you want me to add another one, or you think just trying these 4, this is what you want to see. So just say yes to add or say no to just stick with these 4. And while you're doing that, I'm going to mix these around. Let's see. Hot Buttery Rolls. I walked into my local today and scored a Yamakaze 18 at retail. It was Christmas in June. Holy shit. Hot Buttery Rolls. By the way, guys, Hot Buttery Rolls, Chris, he has started a new YouTube channel. He is a man after my own heart. He likes to talk about the history of the bourbon and the whiskey. Go check out Hot Buttery Rolls. Give him a subscribe. You might have seen him on the Bourbon Junkies. He's in there a lot. Definitely check him out. I think he's got big things to come. Let's see. DHL says throw in 101 for the fun of it. Early times. Wilderness Trail. Let's see. Wilderness Trail. All right, guys. So here's a choice. Do you want me to throw Wild Turkey 101 in here, or do you want me to add the Wilderness Trail 6-year? I'll do one of the two. While you're doing that, I have to I got to make a new label for a glass here. So we have A, B, C, D, E. So I'm gonna just make a quick E label here, and I'll just mix it up. All right, let's throw the E on here. Let's see. Oh shit, Henry McKenna. I could have added there a 10-year. Could have done Henry McKenna in there. Early times 101, Wild Turkey Wilderness Trail 101, 101, 101. You know what? I would do. Okay, so Wilderness. Oh man, it's kind of tied here. You know what? I think just for fun, I'm gonna do the. Oh man, should I do Wilderness Trail or 101? You know what? I got a turkey in here. Let's do the Wild Turkey. Wilderness Trail is 6 years old. But Wild Turkey does have some older juice in there. So I'm gonna throw the 101 in here just to have some fun. So give me a second, guys. Let me go grab that. I'll have it right down here. Whoa. All right, we're gonna throw Wild Turkey 101 in the mix. Oh, Rebel Yell 10. Oh, that's a good one too. But that's a weeder. That's a good one to throw in there too. Man, all these choices. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I think maybe I don't want to do the 101 because there's already a turkey in here. I want to give it to something because then turkey has two chances to win here. Do I have a McKenna down here that's available? Let me see. Yeah, what's wrong with adding 8 glasses? All right, I'm going to do the McKenna. You know, keeping with the bottled and bond theme. I will say, though, Rebel Yell 10-year destroys a lot of bourbons in blind tastings, including the much sought-after Weller. I mean, destroys it. Absolutely destroys it. Rebel Yell 10 is... I wish there was more of it around. I don't see it very often, unfortunately, anymore. But when you do see it, it's like an immediate pickup. Hey, Whiskey Central's in the house. What is up, man? All right, so we have our full-on bottled and bond tasting here, guys. Let's kind of arrange these like that. We're gonna go from this way, you know, right to left. Let me get my notebook here. All right, so this should be pretty interesting. I really want to... GSL, the price on Rebel Yell 10 is going up, up, up. Yes, exactly. I remember the last time I bought it, it was like 70, 75 bucks. I was like, wow, I didn't realize it was this pricey. And if it keeps going up, again, that's sourced from it's by Luxco. So Luxco owns the brand now, but it's being sourced from Heaven Hill. So you kind of throw in that, you know, Heaven Hill stuff is all going up in price too. I mean, but, you know, Heaven Hill makes up for it with a lot of good budget selections too. So I think everyone's still sour over the new bottle and bond. David Hatton, how is the 1792 bottle and bond? It's really good, but the only one I have is a pick. The pick that was my first pick I ever did was the 1792 bottle and bond. I absolutely love it. I thought it was great. It does get a little banana forward as the bottle gets more air in it, if you like that. But very caramel, very kind of dusty corn. Good amount of oak, not too much. Definitely that high rye bite on it. It's probably my favorite, aside from a really good foolproof pick from 1792. And I did enjoy the 12-year. The 12-year 1792 has gotten nothing but better and better and better with some airtime. So thanks again to Doug Papa for that bottle. All right, here we go. Try to get some air in this one here. Oh, there we go. Man, this is like just like vanilla frosting. Wildlife and Whiskey does a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Cheers. Cohen Rebel's a 50-ish bottle that is being sold at places for $100 or more. I'm not doing it. I don't blame you. This one's very, very sweet on the nose. This has a really nice punch of vanilla. It's got the caramels. It's not too dark, though. Definitely on the sweeter side. A little bit of a cotton candy note. A little bit of an almond characteristic. Really good nose on this one. Let's go for a taste. Wow, that is just vanilla ice cream all day on that one. Pure vanilla ice cream. Little hint of a cherry note there. A little bit of spice. See, this is the stuff that you guys don't see me do in my reviews. I edit that stuff out. I literally will take a sip and I sit there for a little while and I try to, you know, rationalize everything in my head exactly what I'm tasting. Let's go for another sip of this one. Edward Fulmer says, the Larceny Barrel Proof I picked up is solid, but not worth more than $60 I paid for it. I would agree. I still think we haven't seen the better of the Larceny Barrel Proof batches. I think we're, you know, we've seen the A batch was, it was pretty good. A lot of people loved it because it was so sickeningly sweet. And I've said this before, I was looking for more of those weeder characteristics. I think the B batch has those weeder characteristics a little bit more than the A. So that made me happy. But I still thought there was some room for improvement there. So hoping the C batches, which are usually my favorite from Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, maybe the C batch will kind of put it over the edge there. So hey, we got Mark Royland says, what's on the shelf Wednesday is like Taco Tuesday for badasses. Keep it up. Hell yeah, I like that. I'm going to make a shirt that says that. Cheers, Jay. That WT17 bottle and bond is something special. Well, we are about to find out, Josh. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. SoCal Dram Tram says, more practice for Roy's challenge. I can't wait to see you crush that. Yeah, I'm hoping I do good on that one. Still haven't received it. If you guys look, a couple weeks ago, I did a live stream. Actually, the same day I interviewed Jackie, which was a Wednesday. Sunday Evening Scotch sent me a blind sample taste test. I did pretty good on that one. He threw a curveball in there, but I feel a little bit more confident now, so I'm looking forward to that. So this one's vanilla ice cream in a glass. A little bit of an almond note. Not a lot going on. The finish is really nice, has a good spice to it. A little bit of a butterscotch note there too. I mean, it's delicious. This is a really good, delicious, easy sipper. Brothers of the Dram, when are you doing Roy's challenge? As soon as I get it. As soon as I get it. I haven't, he said that he was about to send it. I haven't received it yet, so hopefully it gets here soon. Sometimes when stuff comes from overseas, it gets held up or a lot of weird things happen with that. I sent something to Canada for somebody that wanted a sample, and that got held up at the border for like a week before they released it. It was, you know, it's what happens sometimes. I think I missed the super chat here. Hank Butts, just because you chose Henry. Thanks, Hank. You the man. Meredith McCurious is excited to see what wins. Always a great show, Jason. I appreciate that, Meredith. Thank you so much. 100% pure mustard. Still prefer ECBP C919 over New Larceny B520. I am with you. Jeffrey Wack, getting Wild Turkey 17 tomorrow. Feeling quite spoiled this year. Hopefully the rest of 2020 can live up to the releases we have seen thus far. I agree, Jeffrey. I've been pretty, I don't know. I wouldn't say underwhelmed with releases this year. I just feel like, you know, there was a lot of releases that kind of happened at once. I think we're starting to get into the really good stuff now. So I'm hoping that it just keeps getting better and better. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's go to number 2 here. Woo. Now this one's got some age on it. I think this one is definitely older than this one. This one's cherry. Dark brown sugars. Honey. Caramel apple. Man, that's a gorgeous nose on that one. Kind of a dusty oak note on there too. Ooh. Definitely baking spices in here. Cinnamon, nutmeg. You could kind of nose this one for hours. Beautiful nose on this bourbon. All right, let's go for a sip of this one. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. That has got like a dark, like a burnt sugar creme brulee thing going on the palate. Definitely a little bit more honey there too. That cherry note is there. That's nice. Oh, we got Sawyer fam, Cincy. What up, Cincy? $5. I'm in Cincy area. You need her hands on Sycamore bourbon and whiskey releases. Comes from March 1st Brewery. Tasty craft stuff. Actually, I have a bottle of light whiskey. Actually, that I got from DH Silv in the chat. And I'm working on a video on light whiskey and what it is and all that good stuff. So, and that Sycamore light whiskey will be in that video. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you. Cheers, man. This one starts off really sweet. This is just a butterscotch bomb. I'm loving this one. Butterscotch, little hint of cherry there. Good spiciness on the back end. Baking spices. Man, that is just super sweet. Good oak, though, that balances out. I don't like all sweet. I like a lot of oak presence, too. Enough to balance out all that sweet. I don't like just drinking candy. It's good sometimes, but you like it when it has that really good balance. Go for one last sip of this one. Oh, Sunny Evening Scotch. There he is. Stepped away from my keyboard for a sec, but heard the shout out to the blind challenge. You killed it, man. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, this is just butterscotch, oak, spice. This is friggin' delicious. I like that one already over A. That's really good. I did want to play this again. A couple of my Patreons. Oh, speaking of my Patreons, I should say thank you to you guys. Got a bunch of new Patreons in the last couple weeks. So I want to say thanks to you. Let's see, John Gresham, Austin Scott, John Wanson, Ben Sawyer, Sunday Evening Scotch, Edie Jack Johnson, Tim, all you guys that have signed on to become drummers and part of the Patreon family. Ed Blitch, I really appreciate it. Ben Sawyer, Michael Baker, Will Henderson, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the support. I just posted on my Patreon a whole new round of these hats that are going to my Patreons first. I am getting a lot more. I only got 10 up front that they were able to get done. I was able to get to my Patreon. So cheers, guys. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. If you think about becoming a Patreon, you could do it for as little as $3 a month. Definitely helps the channel. So I really appreciate that. Trev, if you want, you can drop the Patreon link in the chat. There's a bunch of different tiers, a lot of rewards, and, just a cool place to hang out. I do a good amount of live streams for just Patreons only. I got one coming up, I think this week or this weekend I'm going to be doing. So keep an eye out for that, Patreons. All right, let's go to number 3, although number 2 was pretty amazing so far. So let's see where we go here. Wheel says, should be getting 2 blinds for me this week as well. Oh, shit. Thanks, Wheels. All right, here we go. Whew. Holy shit. This one has like a medicinal cherry note going on right here. Man. Yeah, cherry, good amount of oak, baking spices, powdered sugar. All right, so this has that this has that nose that reminded me that I picked up on when I don't know if that's the wild turkey or not, but it smells like that fried dough note that I was getting from the wild turkey, which was like, I think I said in the review, it's almost like when you get a funnel cake, kind of getting that a little bit. William Davilar, what's up, buddy? Always a great stream. Thanks so much, man. Cheers to you. Hope you guys are doing great. God, it's so sweet on the nose. There's a ton of dark, rich caramels, vanillas. Definitely that cherry's coming through. Yeah, that fried dough note. A little bit of leather. This one, like this one, definitely has some age on it. So let's go for a sip of this one. Here we go. Ooh. Ben Demon Hunter, cheers everyone. Jason Master Drum just had Old Granddad Bottle and Bond this afternoon and Wild Turkey 101 on Saturday. Nice, Ben Demon. Old Granddad Bottle and Bond, highly underrated. Such a good bottle. This, however, might be even better because this one is freaking delicious. Ooh, that is rich. Super sweet on the front end, more cherry. Man, baking spices in there, a ton of baking spice, a lot of cinnamon, but more of like a sweet cinnamon. I got some citrus in there. Like an orange, I don't know how to explain that. Almost like an orange liqueur type thing, like Grand Marnier a little bit. Go for another sip of this one. Such a good balance of sweet and oak. These two are very close. This one's like butterscotch. This one is like cherry, fried dough, a little bit of, there's an apple peel thing going on there too. Man, both of those two are hitters. Whew. I don't know. Now it's got me thinking, because now we threw the McKenna in there. Oh my God. Imagine I picked the McKenna. God knows. All right, let's see. Let's go to this one here. Let's see what we get. So for those of you guys that aren't, that didn't see what's in the lineup, it's a Wild Turkey Bottled and Bond, Remus 14-year-old, Old Fitz 15, and we have Colonel Taylor Bottled and Bond, but the single barrel. The single barrels can get between 10 and 12 years old, supposedly. So I figured I would throw that in the mix too. And then at the last minute, we threw in Henry McKenna. So those are all 5 drams in this blind lineup here. SoCal Dram Tram, thanks for hanging out, man. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't yet, please hit the like button below. Really appreciate it. Helps the channel out immensely. Thank you so much. So this one on the palate it's very sweet. This one definitely has a little bit of that butterscotch thing going on too. Definitely, this one's a little bit more spicy than the other ones. definitely on the younger side. I would say it's not nearly as old as these two. At least that's my thought, just on tasting it. Good balance, good sweetness. There's like a roasted pecan note in there, which I really like. Larry Fairbanks, thanks, man. Ian Hall says, all I get from McKenna is peanut. On some of them, yeah, you do. The good McKennas are the butterscotch bombs, but I seem to be able to not find those as easily anymore. Whiskey Central, do you have someone pour those for you, or do you pour them? Sometimes I do have someone pour them, but I actually pour them. So what I do is I label, what I'll do is I'll pour them about an hour or two before the live stream. I come down, I label them, I pour them, I put coins on top, and then I just kind of leave it alone. I fill out a key, I put it away, and then I just mix them up and do it. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone here that lives with me that could set it up for me, but I feel like the only fair way to do it is for me to do it like way ahead of time, so I have no recollection of what I might have poured. They're all mixed up either way, so... I don't know, this one's coming across kind of bland. Not really sure what's going on with this one. Maybe it's because I'm coming off of these two, which I really liked. This one isn't doing as much for me as the other two were. No, that sip was better. Yeah, vanilla cream, butterscotch, a little bit of black pepper. There's kind of a roasted pecan note going on in there too. I wasn't crazy about the D in the beginning, but now I like the D. That actually has a really nice finish on it. The finish is lingering on and on, which the finish to me is a big thing with whiskey. I love a good finish. But D and B here really fall in that butterscotch category, which I really like. The one in the middle here just has, everything is just a little bit more amped up here in flavor. Whiskey Central says, cool, I'm also one of your lady fans. Oh, thank you, Whiskey Central. Appreciate that. All right, let's go to the last one here and see what we got here. So this is E now. Pecan, yes, pecan. That's right, Rare Bird. Or I don't know if you guys have heard this, when I used to date like attractive Puerto Rican girls in New York, I called them Butter Pecans. I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but that's what I called them. I'll be like, oh, damn, she's a Butter Pecan. Ooh. This one, again, has some really good age on it. Good oak presence. A little bit of a cherry cordial type flavor profile on the nose. Getting a grape soda note on this one a little bit. It's kind of like a grape thing going on, which is kind of cool. Let's go for a sip of this one. Oh, that's good too. Oh, I don't know now. I mean, my wild turkey has gotten a little bit of air in it, so maybe that could be the wild turkey with that cherry and that, I don't know, maybe it's turning to like a grape note. A lot of vanilla in it, dark brown sugars. Shit. Really good. Hey, we got Scotch Comics in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, man. How are you? Nice to see you. Let's see. Whiskey in the Six. Rob, what is up, Paisan? Nice to see you, man. James Taylor wrote Wepa. Oh, that one. Oh, shit. That's really good, too. That is just, I mean, I'm getting a chocolate note in there to go along with the cherry. It's like a chocolate-covered cherry, some spice, some butterscotch. That one's got a lot going on in it. It's definitely going to be between these three. These two, I mean, they are good, they're solid, but they are falling behind whatever these three are easily. Got a super chat from Whiskey in the Six. He donated $6.99 Canadian. Thanks so much, man. Nice to see you as always, Rob. Cheers, brother. Rob, I can't wait to see you again at some point up in Canada. I have a 4-gate batch 1 just waiting for you. I think you still have my JP Weisers unless you drank it. But either way, I still have your bottle hanging out for you, man. Hopefully we'll be able to get together and do that again. All right, so before we taste through these again, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a guess the bottle because I want to keep you guys entertained here. So for those of you that haven't played this, basically what I do is I show you a silhouette of a whiskey bottle, and the first one in the chat to guess what bottle that is will get a chance to win a sample, or they get to choose what's in the mystery box. So, I'll put the box down here. So that'll be the deal. So whoever gets it once will get to guess from the mystery box. So let's go to the first one. So get your... Oh, wait. Mr. Bill says McKenna for the win. All right, he's already guessing. Yeah, it really is. Rod Miller says that's a hard lineup. Yeah, I mean, all 5 of them are good in their own right. But these specific 3, B, C, and D, are special. Definitely got some special flavors going on. William Dowler says we are always entertained. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Here comes the first silhouette. First one in the chat that gets it will get a shot at, well, we'll talk about what the choices are. Here we go. What is that bottle? I really like that Wepa. And that made me laugh, Joe. All right, all right, all right. Oh, someone got it already. First one in my chat that nailed it was Jim Muller. And that is New Riff. Good job, Jim Muller. Holy crap. Wow, we had a couple of, a few. Let's see, Redwood Empire was a guess. Kentucky Owl. Really good guesses, guys. Yeah, Iron Root, that's another good guess. They kind of have that. Yeah, E.H. Taylor. I thought some people would guess E.H. Taylor for that bottle shape. But yeah, Jim Muller got it. He came in with New Riff, and he gets it. Congrats to Jim Muller. So, Jim, here's your deal. Since you are a Patreon, I'll give you the choice. You can, let's see. I'll give you a sample of... I'll give you a sample of the Bardstown Chateau de Labaud, which is my #1 bourbon so far that I've tried this year. Well, the Wild Turkey is up there too, probably 1A and 1B. Or you could take what's in the box. It's up to you, Jim. What would you like? Rebecca, I saw you guessing Old Grandad. OGD 114 is what I saw, Rebecca. And then, yeah, the first one that got it, yeah, Jim Muller on my chat says New Riff. On my chat, Rebecca, you were you got it third. After William Davlar guessed New Riff too. So, let's see. I don't know if I got anything from... Let's see. Jim is guessing. Oh, he said sample. He said take the box. Can't go Bardstown. Can't find it online. Oh, man. I was really hoping you'd take the box. You know what? I'm going to give you the box anyway. Because in the box, usually people take the box. Damn, Jim. Jim says sample. Well, you're going to get a sample anyway. But, Jim, I'm also going to give you this. For playing today, you're going to get my whiskey barrel wood flask. This is courtesy of Columbus Barrel Company. This is my custom-made barrel wood flask. Made from real barrel wood, and it's also wrapped in leather. So, Jim Muller, you're going to get this for winning tonight. Congrats, and I'm going to send along that sample to go along with it so you can sip it right out of this. So, cheers, and congrats to Jim Muller. So, you get that, buddy. And just so you guys know, I'm working on getting more of these as well to purchase. These are one of my favorite items that I have for my channel. It's made from reclaimed barrel wood right out of Kentucky, and it's wrapped in leather, and it's just an awesome, really cool thing. So, yeah, it is badass. It's really awesome. Christine Deems won this on the first blend to get in. So, yeah, I'll give you guys another look at it here real quick before I go back and taste through these. So there it is, MASHNDRUM. The brown, that's actual leather, which is wrapped in, and then it's got 2 coats of barrel wood on each side. So that is courtesy of Columbus Barrel Company, which are great guys to work with. So they make all the stuff. And I already have in here, Jim, your sample already pre-filled. So you'll be getting that. I know, Jim, you also ordered a hat, so you'll be getting this along with your hat. So cheers, buddy. All right. Reclaim Jephthah barrels, no doubt. Yes, I have a Jephthah barrel on the way, buddy. Dark meat chicken, how many ounces are those? I think they're, not exactly sure. I want to say 6 or 8 ounces in those. So you could put a good amount in there to keep you happy for a little while. Plus, they're a little bit smaller, so they're not like the big, large flask. So you could kind of put it in your back pocket and just hang out with it. I brought them to the movie theater a couple times. Don't tell anyone, but yeah. All right, let's go through these one more time here. This one is really good, but it's pure vanilla, like vanilla frosting in the glass. Really sweet. There's just not a lot going on compared to some of the other ones. A little bit of a cherry note I'm getting now too, but just delicious stuff. Will Henderson, do you know where the barrels are from? So mainly Columbus Barrel Company. They've been sourcing barrels from everywhere. This barrel right here next to me I got from them. This is a Jim Beam barrel. This actually held Booker's, I was told. So this is a Booker's barrel. This barrel here, this is a Buffalo Trace barrel. Apparently it was an Eagle Rare whiskey barrel, which was cut in half and then made shelves in it. They get Four Roses barrels. They work with Luxco, so they've gotten some Heaven Hill barrels. They get barrels from everywhere. So I don't know specifically where the barrels on that are from, but it could be pretty much any distillery you could think of in Kentucky, which is pretty cool. Tim Gorgeous says, barrels come from trees. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, the barrel of Eagle Rare was empty. Yeah, vanilla. A little bit of butterscotch, not as much. Very sweet. Damn good bourbon. I would drink that any day of the week. All right, now we're going to get into 2 of the next hitters here. Let me get some water. Red Solo Cup. You guys need to see us play a game. Anytime you see the Red Solo Cup, you got to take a drink. All right? I already brought it out once. Here it comes again. Take a drink. I'm having water, but you guys drink whiskey. All right, let's go to number 2 here. So this was the butterscotch bomb that is just fucking delicious. Woo! It's so sweet. It's just creamy. A little bit of pepper on the back end. Joseph Brazos says, and peaches come from cans. Not according to the band, Presidents of the United States. Remember they did that song? Was it them who sang Peaches? Going to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches? Oh no, they did say peaches come from a can. Oh no, they don't come from a can. Oh man, I gotta remember the words for that song. You guys remember that song? The Peaches song? William Davlar says, I like this game. Yes. We're going to see more of the Red Solo Cup soon. Bro, we've been drinking whiskey for the whole stream. Maybe when you see your Solo Cup, that should remind us to take a sip of water as well. Good point, Sun Evening Scotch. All right, so B, number 2 here. B is definitely ahead of A. So that one is definitely getting to the head of the class so far. Let's go to number 3 here. This thing on the nose is just ridiculous. God, that dusty oak and the cherry and that fried dough and the sugar. My Lord. Edward Fulmer, Jason C. swearing like a fucking sailor. I got another sip because I just had water and sometimes that affects it. Oh, there we go. That one just gives me all the things, all the feels. The spice, the sweet, the cherry, the apple. There's a little bit of like a, what is that? Like French toast almost on the back end. Like French toast, but without the maple syrup. I'm not getting a lot of maple syrup in it, just like more of that doughy French toast, cinnamon, like bready type of flavor profile. A lot of good like age on the back end. That's really good. I don't know which one I like better out of these two. Let's go to number, oh, excuse me, I'm hiccuping. What a drink. Millions of peaches, yes. You're making me so fucking thirsty. Yeah, sorry, Scotch Comic. All right, so D was good, but again, from my notes, it just was a little bit bland compared to the other ones. I mean, good whiskey, good bourbon, just not doing enough to wow me to take me away from these two so far. So if you guys want to laugh, for those of you who haven't seen this yet, I haven't played this in a while. For those of you that know what's about to play, you have seen me fall down after my Elijah Craig barrel-proof blind flight, and this was what happened after I did a blind flight of Elijah Craig barrel-proof all 3 last year. And when I was done with the video, I kind of had an accident. So let me show that to you guys. I fell. I haven't played that in a while, but it's an oldie but a goodie. I totally fell on my ass. I slipped and I fell right down right here. Man, that hurt. Joseph Brazzers, it says $2 super chat, says peaches. Yes, that's right, buddy. Yeah, this one's good, but not as, it just doesn't have as much flavors as the others coming in. I actually like A even more than this one too. This one just coming in a little bit bland. So my microphone here, for those of you guys that wonder like why the hell I fell, I have this microphone here and this little battery box that's in here. It was underneath my foot and I stepped on it to get up and I didn't realize it was right under my foot. And because that thing is cylindrical, it has like no sort of grip to it. I put my weight on it, and my left foot completely went out from under me, and I went right down. So, and I caught it on film because my camera was still recording. So, I always like to show that every now and again. Yeah, basically, yo, Jim, I've fallen, I can't get up. Tony McCurry says, can't wait to find rare breed rye in the WT $17 bond. All are tough and possible to find in PA for now. Tony McCurry, yeah. I mean, PA does get stuff late, so hopefully, but I wouldn't worry too much about the Wild Turkey stuff. Wild Turkey has good distribution. I'm sure it'll get there. You probably have more of a shot of getting the rare breed rye over the Wild Turkey Master's Keep unless you have a good relationship with someone at the store. Those are going to go fast no matter what. I mean, out of all the reviewers that have done reviews on it, everyone has just done glowing reviews about it. So, you know. So thank you so much, Tony. Edward Fulmer, I gotta say, compared to the Bourbon Junkies, Jason C keeps his composure really well after drinking so much. All class. I try. I remember once the first time I ever did my first blend to get in challenge that I did. I had about 5 very, very high proof blends that people had sent in. And I remember towards the end of that episode, me just starting not to be able to see straight. And I remember people saying like, hey, we want to know what's in those blends. And I was going to tell them by the end of the night, but by the end of the night, I could not see straight. Something in those blends, the mix of whatever was in there, I remember signing off really quickly. I'm like, all right, guys, I got to go. Okay, bye. And I just freaking left. And then I remember going up the stairs and falling asleep on the couch, and I woke up, and it was all a blur. That was probably one of the only few times where I lost my composure, so. All right, so E has more of that cherry, dusty funk to it. Oh, just delicious on the nose. All right, so letter D is going to go last place here. So I'm going to write last for here. Letter A is going to go second from last. Now it just comes down to these 3. These 3 are the hitters. And it actually makes sense because if you look at these, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but these 2 on the end are substantially lighter than these 3. So that means they got to be the younger version. So I'm going to guess we have McKenna and we're going to have Buffalo Trace in that mix. So we'll see how that goes. Now these 3 are just all freaking delicious in their own way. It's just a matter of what I'm kind of liking right now. William Davler, nothing beats you playing drums in that collaboration stream. Yeah, I'm actually, I started doing some soundproofing in the drum room. So I think I'm able to do some recording in there. So you're going to see on the live streams me incorporating me playing drums into the live streams a little bit. Like for super chats, maybe me playing a clip of myself playing, a few bars of drums. So that might be coming soon. I think I finally figured out how to get the sound in there mitigated enough so it's not so loud and so, echoey in there, for lack of a better term. So, so the noses. So based on noses, this one is the best. This one's second. That one's third. Based on taste. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's close, though. Damn. All right. All right, overall, I think this middle one is my number 1. Now, these 2, I like the nose on this one better, but I like the palate on this one better. I don't know. God, that's good. Oh. I'm going right here. This is my lineup. All right. We have first place here and then down the line. So, all right. You guys ready to find out what came out on top here? I'm really interested because I'm not... Once you start trying these back-to-back, especially these three, these are definitely older. I have a feeling it's between the Volstead, the Wild Turkey, and the Old Fitz in there somewhere. I was trying to pick up some flavor profiles. The thing with the Old Fitz, though, the 15, it's not that typical Heaven Hill like nuttiness. It's more of a butterscotch note. So I think that's in there somewhere. All right, so here's my key, which I hide back here. All right, let me close some of these out here. Cohen, I hope he's better than Lars because he is mediocre at best. Just as Dave Lombardo. Yeah, I don't think Lars is a great drummer. You know. All right, so here's the key. So let's start on the back end and let's see what came in last. So, so last was the one we added at the last minute. Henry McKenna came in last in this lineup. Obviously tastes really good, but compared to these, just didn't do it for me. I mean, obviously it could have been the barrel. Like I said, being a single barrel, these Henry McKennas really switch up. But yeah, the McKenna at the last minute came in last. Ouch. That's right, Whiskey Shenanigans. Oh, Whiskey Shenanigans, what is up, Mike? Nice to see you, man. Uncle Buck's in the house. How you doing? All right, let's go to number 4 here. I guess that this could have been the Buffalo Trace. This was A because I said it was pure vanilla cream. And A is... Nailed it. Where is it? There it is. Colonel Taylor Single Barrel, A. So, when it comes to the age and the balance, I mean, you can really taste it in here. I really feel like you can. This one came across as pure vanilla ice cream. A little bit of I think there was like an almond note I picked up in here. I mean, delicious, delicious stuff. Very sweet. Very Buffalo Trace-esque. I mean, Buffalo Trace has a way of pulling out incredibly sweet flavors from barrels, the way they age. There's just a way about them, and I think that's why people just, you know, want to buy everything up Buffalo Trace. All right. So now we get into the last 3, which are the highest aged ones. So we get into the Wild Turkey, which is 17, the Volstead, which is 14, and the Old Fitz, which is 15. So let's see what number 3 is. This was B, and B was, wow, what did I write down? Let's see. B was the Butterscotch Bomb. That totally makes sense. B was the Old Fitz 15. So the Old Fitz 15, I'm telling you, the reason why I love this one so much is because it is just pure butterscotch, Werther's Original Candy. Easily my favorite of any Old Fitz bottle that I've had. I absolutely love this bottle. If any of you have the Old Fitz 15, congratulations. It's a damn good bourbon. I mean, all 3 of these are really close. So now we're down to the, holy shit, we're down to Wild Turkey and then the Volstead, which I was really curious how the Volstead would do. Now, Volstead, Remus Volstead, for those of you who don't know, Volstead is MGP, pure MGP, 14 years old, 100 proof, higher rye. I mean, just delicious. I was really impressed with this release. It's really good. So let's see which came out in first place here. Trev, I don't know if I can get, okay. Sucking drums. All right. This one was, so number 2 was C. And C was, oh shit. Look at that. It's kind of not surprising, but kind of surprising. I didn't think the Volstead would do this well. I did not think the Volstead would overtake the Old Fitz, but it did. Volstead gets second. Wild Turkey Bottled and Bond came in first. There it is. That's the lineup, guys. So Wild Turkey 17 holds serve as probably one of the finer Bottled and Bond whiskeys I have had ever. I did think, as a favorite, the Old Fitz 15 would come in second to it, but the Volstead comes in, and there was just something about the flavor profile tonight that really wowed me about it. But these three, Old Fitz 15, Volstead 14, and Wild Turkey 17, there is a distinctive separation from those two. These three are all special drams, all delicious. I mean, these could have easily been 1A, 1B, 1C. They were that good. But the Master's Keep Bottled and Bond, to me, is just a very special bourbon. At 100 proof, it's got depth, it's got flavor, oakiness, sweetness, baking spices. I'm going to try to get another bottle of this if I can. It's that good. So this was awesome. An unbelievable blind flight. All five of these are delicious selections. What can I say? Turkey is the king. Jason Costa is very unsurprised by the winner. Yeah, I mean, it's true. There's just this Wild Turkey from Camp Nelson exclusively. There's just something about it that just invokes. There's just drama to it. There's just a sweetness up front, the cherry, the citrus, the liqueur-like aspect to it. And then it hits you with the age and the baking spices. Like, my word. But you know what? These two as well. I don't know if MGP is releasing another one of these, but I really hope they do. This is really, really good. Karen B. Ford, who's in the chat, I brought this down to a tasting we did in Tennessee, and this is why the bottle's so low. I let a lot of people try this one, and people went crazy for it. I really hope they release this again. I haven't heard anything. But if I have a chance to get another one of these, I'm totally getting another one of those. And the Old Fitz 15, I haven't had the new 16 yet. But this 15 was easily my favorite of the bunch. So cheers to you guys for hanging out and watching this. I hope I entertain you enough with this tasting. Really great to try these ultra aged whiskeys. Especially these Bottled and Bond ones. So, holy crap. Just delicious, delicious stuff. I might blend all these later. So, all right, guys, we're getting to 10:40. Holy shit, time flies. Yes, 5 out of 5 gobbles. Rarebird 101. Follow Bo Garrett on Instagram, and you can see pictures of Camp Nelson rickhouses. Yes, Bo Garrett especially. There's not much of a Wild Turkey blind that ain't good. Yeah, because think about it. So Michael Klein was actually kind enough to send me a sample of Eagle Rare 17. And unfortunately, it didn't get here on time. He sent it Saturday. It should have been here in way enough time to do this live stream. Because I was going to include it in the blind tasting. I really wanted to see how that would do against Eagle Rare 17. So because it didn't get here for whatever reason, I'm probably going to do a video of Eagle Rare 17 versus Wild Turkey 17 just to see how it does. Eagle Rare 17, yes, limited, allocated, only 14,400 bottles, but $170. And you compare that to Eagle Rare 17, yes, retail, $150, $175, $200. They sell it everywhere for over $1,000. So I really want to see how it did. Unfortunately, didn't get the chance to, just didn't work out. But look for a video on that once I got that sample. Eagle Rare 17 versus Wild Turkey 17. I think that's going to be the next double base. Talk about a crazy matchup for that. That'll be crazy. So, what were the costs of the top 3 in your area? So Old Fitz 15. That one I got for $150. That was from my store in New York, though. So I get good prices there. The Wild Turkey 17, the bottle and bond, I got for retail. I got that a little bit over retail. I got that for 200. And then the Remus was 200. So those three were 200, about 200 each. Ethan Turk, really appreciate seeing some nice bottle and bond pitted against one another. Can't wait to try the Old Fits 15. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more around, but that to me was just the perfect sweet spot for Old Fits. I have the 9-year and I have the 13-year. The 9-year did really nothing for me. It was okay. The 13-year had a nice lingering spice to it, which I liked. But the 15, butterscotch, spice, oak, sweet. It had everything I'm looking for in a bourbon. So, all right. So this is what we're going to do, guys. Any last minute super chats, whoever wants to get into the Rare Breed Rye drawing, we're doing it right now. Ethan Turk just came up, donated $5 to a super chat. Thank you so much, Ethan. So this is the bottle right now we're going to give away. I'm giving away a $60 bottle of Rare Breed Rye to someone out there who hopefully hasn't got a chance to buy it yet. So Trev Wilson, if you're in the chat, make that, get me that list, send it to me through the interwebs of email, and I will throw it into the randomizer, and we'll see who wins the Rare Breed Rye. And I just want to call out real quick. If anyone has or knows of an Old Fits bottle bourbon that's at a good price, please let me know. I don't care what age statement it is, but I want to buy one for, I want to get one for Trev Wilson in the chat. It's his personal unicorn, and unfortunately, I've been trying to find one, and the prices on secondary are extremely inflated right now. But if anyone has a chance or knows of somewhere that has an Old Fits bottle at a good price, please contact me. I want to buy one for Trev Wilson. It's his unicorn, and with all his help, with all he does for all the channels, he deserves a bottle of Old Fits because he doesn't have one. So anyone finding one or has one, please email me at themashanddrum@gmail.com because I'm going to get his ass an Old Fits because he needs one. All right. All right, we're going into the chat here. Let's see. There's Trev Wilson. All right, we got a lot of names in the chat here. All right, here we go, guys. So let me copy and paste these last ones. Let's go to the random. All right, list randomizer. Yes, Trev, that's right. I am trying to get you your unicorn. I want you to have one. You need one. So, like I said, anyone that gets one, or anyone that has one, or anyone that can get one at a good price, please email me. You can, you know what? I'll leave my email up here. Here, themashanddrum@gmail.com. Email me if you have access to one. If you see one, please. I want to buy it for my buddy Trev and send it to him, get it to him as soon as possible. The guy is just amazing. He helps every freaking channel on WhiskeyTube. He needs one. I would get one for Steve A too, but he has a lot of bottles. Steve A is another one of those guys that helps everyone on YouTube. He's an amazing guy as well. All right. What year? I don't know. I don't care. Just any year. I know he just wants that beautiful decanter bottle. Just whatever we can get him. Whether it's a 9-year, a 10-year, a 13, a 15, whatever it is. Just let me know if you guys could find one. I got to get one for my buddy. All right. Let's hit randomize. All right, guys, so we have 56 entries in the chat to win the Rare Breed Rye, this beautiful bottle of sweet and spicy. I will tell you guys that this bottle, you smell it, it tastes sweet, it tastes nice. I'm sorry, it smells sweet, it smells nice, and then you take a sip of it, and it kicks you right in the nuts because this comes in with some spice and some really good flavors, though. Not as nuanced as a Russell's Reserve Rye, but definitely up there with a really good spicy rye. Okay, what's a good price for that Old Fitz? I mean, they generally go around between 110, 120, 130, sometimes 150, 160 for the older ones. That's retail, but, you know, let me know if any of you guys have access to one. All right, here we go. So we have between 1 and 56. Oh, wait, let me turn this on here. Let me turn on the volume. Here we go. Pick a number between 1 and 56. All right, guys, let me see if you can see that. What do we got there?
9.
Number 9. 9 is my birthday date. Coming up soon, guys. July 9th is my birthday. It's coming close. Going to be 43. I'm an old man. Let's see who number 9 is. Number 9 is Joe Edwards. Joe Edwards, number 9. You get the Rare Breed Rye. There it is. Joe Edwards, that's for you. Congrats, buddy. I'll take a quick photo of the list here so you guys can see Joe Edwards. I don't know if you can see it, guys. There it is. It's kind of a light shining on that. Come on, focus. There we go, kind of. There you go. 8, 9. You can see Joe Edwards down there. Joe Edwards, you're the winner of the Rare Breed Rye. Joe Edwards, email me at themashanddrum@gmail.com, and I will send you this this bottle for you to have. I really hope you enjoy it. Let's see here. Good man. I will look around for Old Fitz's in New Jersey. Congrats. Yes. Is Joe Edwards still in the chat? I didn't see him. Oh, he is. Yes, there he is. Joe Edwards. Congrats, Joe. Good. Number 9. Number 9. So my birthday is July 9th. So it's coming up soon. Actually, let me see. Will I be able to... What date does July 9th fall? Oh, it's a Thursday. So it won't be on a live stream night. But yeah. So congrats to Joe Edwards. Congrats to... Oh, wait. What does that say there? Oh, okay. No, congrats to Joe Edwards. Congrats to Jim Muller for also winning the sample and the flask. Really enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight. This blind tasting was awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Had a lot of people in the chat. This was a really fun live stream. Keep an eye out, guys, for the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon live stream. I'm supposed to be doing one hopefully soon to talk about the birthday bourbon. Hopefully we'll get either Jackie or Campbell Brown on the live stream. If not, I'll be getting a sample and tasting it with you guys live. And also, I'll be supposedly be doing a live stream with one of the representatives from Old Forester for cooperage. Brown Forman is the only distillery to have its own cooperage. They do Jack Daniels, Old Forester. So keep an eye out for that. And with that, it was a great live stream tonight, guys. Wild Turkey for the win. Congrats to Wild Turkey Bottle and Bond. It really is just an amazing bourbon that was released. So Wild Turkey Rare Breed, Wild Turkey Bottled and Bond coming through tonight. So thanks, guys, for everything. It was a really great night. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey. It's the people you share it with. So cheers, and I'll see you guys next week. Same time, same bat channel. Mash and Drum. Cheers, guys. See you next week. Cheers.